Oh yeah. Our product is obviously called AdvEyes, and what it is a mobile addition to any white cane that adds an extra dimension to the normal white cane. And rather than going on explaining it, we can just give a demo to start. So this is the ordinary type of thing. It is not exactly, but what we have added is that one. So as a blind person, you used to do this all the time to make sure that you are going forward and nothing is in front of you, but you have no information about here, like basically in front of you. So, okay. So this provides the information about what's on your eye level and up there. So you are not going to, for example, smash your head to low-hanging branches or whatever is in front of it. It's for blind people, so they don't have any feedback. So it's going to just give you a vibration feedback. That's it. So when we started with something that really wasn't an issue for blind people, and we kind of had to go back to the drawing board. And what we came across was there was one issue that kept coming up every time that white canes were mentioned, which was shown by this quote here really well. Next one, yeah. Which, to summarize, basically what we said is like it's only sensory information from the ground level. There's nothing in front of you. So if you're trying to get around by walking, getting over a curb, yes, it's easy. But if there's a tree branch in your way, you're just going to run into it because you're not going to pick it up from in front of you. So that's the issue we're trying to solve. Regarding form factor, we chose a modular approach for 2 reasons. One, liability issues is we can sell the product as a security added feature, so we don't actually have to manufacture the cane itself. And in addition to that, we can, the second point is that surprisingly, white canes are seen as like a fashionable thing in the blind industry, or community rather. And so you could just buy the fashionable cane you like and just add it on. Next. Where we see ourselves in the market is we want to, I know this sounds weird, but grab some of the features from the guide dog and bring it into the cane. Because the dog obviously has the issues of being a dog. You have to feed it, pet it, give it a home, and like Lassie, it, well, passes away. So it's a low-cost point and brings those solutions to everyone. Judging by our product, we're probably going to be able to sell it for around $50 on the market. And where do we see this in the market? There's 2 avenues we could go through. The first would be selling it to online retailers / manufacturers. The first, one of the best companies we've seen in Canada is Amputech. And they're a really good industry for like they don't just have like normal disability equipment. They try and like have things that are like out of the box. The second is there's nonprofit organizations such as CNIB, which basically give these products to people through like funding like corporate cash and like personal donations and that. That way we would have we would cut out the whole advertising part of the cost. So the customer acquisition. First, the 2 ways I described, but also starting out, we would obviously need some cash. So the first thing that came to mind was socially responsible marketing, which would be we would try and get cash from corporations, which in turn would make them seem like they support the accessibility community and make them look good. As for the future, we can go on and describe that.
Sure. So for future growth product, we are looking at data services which we can provide to existing healthcare providers, and also in terms of hardware devices. Any form factor that comes and takes a tradition, we are going to have integration points for those, whether it's eyeglasses, Google Glasses, or any other form factor wearable, we're going to integrate with them. So basically, again, data. The data that we're going to provide, it's going to be privacy aware. That's the number 1 concern, that any data we're going to collect, we're going to provide it to healthcare or existing healthcare systems. Anything else you want to add? Okay.
You may just, for the demo, you just may want to touch it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's very cool. Question, a two-part question, actually. You did mention liability, but I didn't hear an answer to that question. So what are the liability issues of the failure of the device? And also, do you fall under any regulatory scheme? Would you require any approval for this product?
Okay, we thought about testing. So we spoke about some mentors. They told us that it's really hard to put some product in the pharmacy market, health market. So we thought about this part, and we said in the testing part that today we cannot do it. We can prove that our simple technology, because it's actually not so technological, can be 100% at least safe.
Basically, we try to minimize like the moving parts. Like some other concepts seem like a lot more intricate, like navigation and stuff. But there's yes, more features, but on the other hand, there's a lot more that can go wrong with those.
So basically, the technology is so basic that it works, and it has been around for a long time. So it's robust and reliable. In terms of the electronics, there are always some problems like that. Regarding the electronics, they may stop working, but this is not that complicated, and it's working, and it works.
To answer the question about liability, that was the main question. we somehow were tackling it now. So somebody actually over here from GE gave the idea that if we tag along and we tag along the product as a modular, that was one of the first thing that that they said. And what that does is it takes care of the liability issue for at least provide a legal framework as a workaround. That if you add it as a modular, whoever is providing the cane takes the major hit of liability. That's a workaround, somebody said. And we just again have to get a legal advice around it. So.
I think I'll ask the same question I did the last group, and then I'll also advise everybody to really make an effort to show what you actually completed over the weekend, because I have no idea what that device does.
So they are blind, so they can actually put your item libraries. So you put your hand. Okay, you see as a. No. You feel it? You feel or? So it works. It really is slight because of the battery issues, but right now it works.
Okay.
Why don't you come and test it out?
I'm going to take your word for it. Even if it doesn't work or I can't tell, just explain what it does. We're going to believe that you've had some success with it. So if you're starting off, you need to show us, kick off your presentation, and just hand it over to the judges so we can see it while it's happening. It's hard to get it all done in 5 minutes. I recognize that, but we want to know what you've done. This is especially this edition being a maker edition. We can't just see it up on the screen.
So during your presentation, a couple times you referenced how your solution fits relative to some competitive solutions. Tell me what those competitive solutions are and why yours is better.
One solution was a similar idea, yet it was a lot older technology, so similar idea, but it was about even twice the size of that. Plus it was $1,000, so and the other concept was glasses, like glasses with that had feedback for left and right. But the issue with that is it still needed to be used in conjunction with a cane. So we wanted to like combine the form factor.